Hello, I'm Archie Luxury, and welcome to the program, fuckers. And today I'd like to talk about understanding mechanical watches. And I gotta tell you now, there are some people in this fucking world who just don't get it. And what I think myself is, if you want to understand mechanical watches, it's a very similar thing to understanding beautiful classic cars. And that's, you gotta have an appreciation for beautiful classic cars. And I gotta say, a lot of fuckers in this world here, they will never get it. They will never get it. And, they relate everything to money. Expensive stuff is good, and they have no fucking idea. And it's quite a sad world that we live in. It's quite a sad world that we live in where people just don't get it. And I can remember a Chinese friend of mine who I absolutely love, Edwin. And I came over one time with my classic 1965 Pagoda Mercedes 230 SL convertible, and he just didn't get it. He didn't understand what the fuck is so special about a 1965 Mercedes-Benz convertible. And there are just people in this world who don't fucking get it. And if you love these things, you're more likely to love mechanical watches. I mean, mechanical watches, it doesn't really matter whether you like vintage mechanical watches or modern, because they're all made with a bygone technology. And it doesn't really matter whether it's a vintage 1960s, 1970s watch or a modern mechanical watch, because let's be honest there, mechanical watches are never as accurate as quartz. And, this is the whole thing. It's a bygone era. And a lot of fuckers, they just use their iPhone. If you want to watch, just look at your iPhone or your Samsung Galaxy. That's how you tell the time. But there's so much more to it. And I got to tell you, there are fuckers in this world who get it, and there are fuckers in this world who will never fucking get it. And if you appreciate classic cars, I'm talking like Maserati from the 50s and 60s, Ferrari, vintage Mercedes. If you appreciate things like that, you will more likely appreciate a mechanical high-end Swiss watch. And this is the whole thing. High-end mechanical watches. It's technology from a bygone era. It's like having it's like jumping into a E-Type Jaguar Series 1 3.8. And there's not much electronics. There's not much technology. There's no computers on board to fucking do anything. It's got carburetors, for fuck's sake. And you know what I mean? It's a mechanical object. There is so much better. An average 4-cylinder Jap box. An average Jap box is so much more advanced than a Jaguar E-Type Series 1, but it's not about the speed. It's not about that. You're not getting it. If you don't understand what makes an E-Type Jaguar purr like a pussy, you're just not getting it. And this is the whole thing. With luxury mechanical watches, it's all about understanding the craft, understanding what it is. And, I will say now, I'm a huge classic car fan. I love Jaguars. I love all the beautiful cars. You ask me to name the 4 most classic cars of all time. Classic being sort of 60s onwards. And what would I say? I'd say a I would have to say Mercedes Pagoda. I would have to say a Ferrari Dino, a Jaguar E-Type Series 1, and a Porsche 911. Early model, please. Early model 911, fuckers. Air-cooled, fuckers. And this is the whole thing. This is the whole thing. Do you get classic cars? Because if you do, then you would understand the essence of mechanical, high-end, beautifully made mechanical watches. And, you know, in my opinion, the fuckers who don't get it, you can keep your Euro box, your Jap box with all the computers, electronics. You're never going to fucking understand the beauty of a mechanical thing. And there's an art to making mechanical wristwatches, and it's the same reason that I myself would love to jump in a 60s Mercedes Pagoda over a fucking, you know, a WRX. Do you get it? Do you get it, fuckers? That's what I'm asking you. Do you get it? And a lot of fuckers in this world, they don't get it. They don't understand what I'm talking about. They use their iPhone or their Samsung Galaxy to tell the time. They can see no beauty in a vintage Mercedes, Jaguar, Porsche. It's just an old banger. And this is what it comes down to. Do you fuckers get it? I'm Archie Luxury. You fuckers tell me. Here we are today in Andy's Mercedes 230 SL. I've just come back from a friend. I was going to say E-Type. He had an E-Type 3.8 Jaguar many years ago. We've just been comparing the Mercedes to the Jaguar, and we're just going now to pick up the rego slip for the car. So we're just going through Red Hill now, and we're doing a bit of filming just to see what it's like to drive this car with the top off. We're just doing a bit of filming now. Barry actually said the engine note, that's a fuel injected engine note.
Well, this one.
We're driving along. We just got to merge nicely. You've got to drive very carefully in this car. Unfortunately, some people in this car don't give you time to get the speed up, because it's not a modern car. It's a vintage car. And it takes a little bit of time to get the speed up.
Push it.
Here we go. We're just coming into the city soon.